Hello friends, and welcome back to our daily women's devotional, I Am Loved, edited by Carolyn Rathbun Sutton. Today is May 13, and the title of our devotional is The Beach of Tranquility, written by Joy Marie Butler. We have two Bible verses today. The first one is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 15. For thus says the Lord God, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and confidence shall be your strength. We also have Mark chapter 6, verse 31. Come aside by yourselves and rest a while. Joy writes, the week had been very busy with meetings, workshops, prayer gatherings, counseling, and all the wonderful activities that take place at a women's retreat. Now it was time to relax and rejuvenate, and I was in the perfect place to do this, in the islands of Vanuatu, way out in the great South Pacific Ocean. The sky was blue, clear, and bright, and the warm tropical sun drenched my body. I had jumped from the car and onto the white icing sugar-like sand. Walking on the glistening beach, I was caressed by the sun's rays and the balmy breeze from the bay. The clear blue water beckoned me, and soon I plunged into its coolness and immediately felt that this was how heaven should and would be. It was true tranquility. The sight of small, green, bush-clad islands just beyond the beach suggested food and fruit. But right now, I could anticipate and almost taste the red berries and yellow mangoes, the smooth bananas, and the ripe pineapples prepared for me when I launched myself into the dugout canoe and rowed across to an island. I lay floating in the quietly lapping sea, becoming aware of small, brightly colored fish nipping my legs. I was the newcomer to this bay of tranquility. The smell of sand, salt, and sea wafted over me, and I wanted to stay in this blissful state forever. Crimson-colored birds rested in the nearby coconut palms and bushes that lined the shore behind the sandy white beach and provided them with shelter and food. They watched me, the intruder, with an inquisitive air. No other human footprints marked this serene spot, and here I wished to make my home forever. It was not possible to permanently stay there. But when I close my eyes and sit in silence, my imagination often takes me back to this place of deep, still solitude where I found peace and God. This is what Jesus did and wants me to do. One day, I'll physically return to this exquisite place that others call Champagne Beach, but that I call the Beach of Tranquility. Joy Marie Butler, originally from New Zealand, has lived with her husband Bob in the Pacific Islands, Australia, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. She has worked as Women's Ministries Director, Secretary, Teacher, Chaplain, Fundraiser, Speaker, and Writer. She is a mother of 3 grown children and has a passion for helping the hurting women of the world. The second verse in this devotional, Mark 6, chapter 31, said, Come aside by yourselves and rest a while. I think God is calling us or urging us to set aside some time to pray with Him, to be with Him, to have that intimacy with Him, to know that our tranquility, our peace comes from knowing Him. Let's imagine that we're going on vacation to our favorite spot with no one else around us to bother us. We need to have that type of intimacy and relationship with Christ. And He will give us the tranquility that surpasses all chaos we can imagine. I hope that you guys are blessed. You enjoyed today's devotional. You find peace in knowing that Jesus Christ loves you and He died for you. And I will see you again tomorrow.